That's like if I take a gun, point it at you and say, I'm going to pull this trigger any minute. Then it's not preemptive if we strike them. And I don't want that to happen. I'm simply saying we're not in control of the entire equation. Kim Jong-un and his cohorts are a bunch of megalomaniacs on insane power trips. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live broadcasting worldwide here for the next 4 hours, as we are every weekday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central. Then the War Room's coming up with Owen Schroyer when this transmission ends for another 3 hours of live television/radio broadcast. Okay, let's get right into it. I'd love to get into Weinstein and the ongoing collapse of Hollywood and the mainstream media combine, and I will. And I'd like to get into the NFL having to back down from Trump and Pence and how this is another big defeat for him, and I will get into that. But I've just got a really serious gut feeling every day, and it's been getting stronger and stronger. And that's because North Korea is threatening to test an above-ground hydrogen bomb in the Pacific Ocean and is threatening to fire missiles at Guam again. And Trump has said that if they do that, we're going to strike North Korea. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's warmongering. CNN spins it and goes, Trump wants to have war with North Korea, which isn't really true. And he claims he was against the Iraq war, but that's not true. Now, we found the clips on Fox and on CNN during the campaign of 2 weeks before the invasion got launched saying it's a bad idea. I've played those. I'm not even going to dig them back up and play them again. It's just everything's a lie. But that's a little side factoid. Excuse me. The issue here is it's bad for us to go to war preemptively, and I don't want to, and I have 4 children. On the other side of the equation, North Korea is out of control. So I see where Ron Paul and others say, hey, we don't want to escalate this with North Korea. I agree with Rex Tillerson as well. The problem is we've been appeasing, and North Korea is completely out of control, threatening to nuke South Korea, Japan, you name it, preemptively, and the U.S. You can't say we'll nuke you preemptively, and we've got missiles aimed at you, and we may just go ahead and blow you up and have the spokesperson at the UN 2 weeks ago say, we will preemptively destroy you with missiles, prepare to die. That's like if I take a gun, point it at you and say, I'm going to pull this trigger any minute. Then it's not preemptive if we strike them. And I don't want that to happen. I'm simply saying we're not in control of the entire equation. Kim Jong-un and his cohorts are a bunch of megalomaniacs on insane power trips. Donald Trump would struggle not to fire back at North Korea, is the headlines we've got today. And I'm going to be going over some of those. Will North Korea test an H-bomb today? Experts fear Kim Jong-un's shitty-busting nuclear weapon could be detonated within hours. Senator Corker, who's now resigning, says Trump is steering U.S. towards World War III. He concerns me. He would have to concern anyone who cares about our nation. Well, Corker, if you can read exclusively at Infowars.com, is set to be indicted and is under criminal investigation. It's been going on for 4 years, previous to even Trump getting in. Corker's begged to be in the administration to get protection. He's begged. Now he knows he's about to be indicted. That's why he is a Mueller mouth. Whatever you hear out of Corker is written by Mueller. He is now, just like they admit Chucky Schumer is the mouth daily of Jimmy Kimmel. So when you hear Jimmy Kimmel, that's Chuck Schumer. Instead of a teleprompter, it's a puppet prompter. It's a meat puppet marionette. And that's what Corker is. When you hear Corker, that's the mouth of Mueller. The mouth of Mueller. He's a avatar of Mueller, I guess, who's our president. The Democrats just say he's God, he's the president, and he's getting imminent indictments ready as well. But if Corker behaves himself, the indictment might not come. So behave yourself, Corker. We'll be back with all the news straight ahead. I'm Alex Jones. This is the InfoWar.
What the aging process is when the cell replicates, we lose a little bit of our telomeres. Telomeres are the little cups on the end of our chromosomes.
And when it runs out, you start dying.
Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com.